In this box lies a destructive force that originally stood 15 stories tall, but is now in a nice and compact 8¼ inches. For today's box, we have a Toy Wars exclusive Godzilla Bullmark Sofubi. So welcome to It Came From a Box, I'm Sergio AM. And for years I've admired Sofubi. I've always wanted to collect it, never knew how to start, I guess until today. Now one company in particular that stood out was Bullmark, and they've been around since the 60s, and they were known for making PVC kaiju figures. So with that being said, let's learn more about Sofubi and get a knife to open this guy up. So like many of you out there, I grew up watching Godzilla. Whenever it was on TV, I'd stop whatever I was doing as a kid and would just sit in front of the TV and watch. I remember trying to comprehend why this massive monster, which was crushing and stomping on all those buildings, was so awesome to me when the idea of it should have been terrifying. But that's Godzilla. We love him so much because he's the ultimate anti-hero, an uncontrollable force of nature, but most importantly, he's a huge freaking monster. How can you not like that? And I'm not going to get into the whole thing of Godzilla being a metaphor for nuclear weapons, because as a kid, that flew right over my head. As for what you get, you've guessed it, this guy right here, the king of monsters himself, the big G. Don't think I've ever called him that before. Gojira, or as we call him here, Godzilla. And I don't think I said Gojira correctly, did I? I don't know. And he looks great. As I mentioned before, he is a Sofubi toy, and Sofubi is Japanese for, and please correct me if I'm wrong, soft vinyl. So you know how anime is Japanese animation, Sofubi is Japanese vinyl. And while we're at it, let's look into kaiju. Kaiju is Japanese for strange creature, or as Google Translate tells me, monster. Like this guy. So this is actually a scaled down version of Bullmark's 1970s giant Godzilla, which originally stood around 13 inches and looks something like this. What you're seeing now is actually a 2001 reissue by B Club, which was made of the original molds. Now this new scaled down version stands at 8¼ inches, and I don't have an exact weight, but it feels more or less around 10 ounces. So now let's check out the coloring. A lot of Sofubi is known for being handcrafted and hand-painted. That pretty much makes each piece way more unique and valuable, unless you open it like I did, especially when compared to mass-produced toys. Now, the actual mold itself is great. This version has a more realistic body than the original that it's based off of, and you can see with the little lines there's more detail to the body and texture as well. And it has a really nice shine to it, so in a display with lights I'm sure it'll look awesome. Now when compared to something like a Kid Robot or a Funko Pop, it is very different. This is a smoother texture and it's actually very shiny, as you can see, which I think is perfect for displaying. But then you have like something like the Kid Robot here, where there's really no shine to it at all. And finally, from what I'm seeing, the figure has 5 points of articulation. The arms, the legs, and then the tail. So that's that. This is a limited run of 200 pieces, and Toy Wars is selling them for about $80 a pop. Now remember, being limited of course means if you don't get one in time, the price will most likely double on eBay. I already saw one on there for 120 bucks, which is a little weird, but I mean, it's eBay, so... Anyways, that wraps it up for me, guys. As always, I'll provide some links as well as some more information in the description below. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video or have any questions, make sure to let us know in the comments below. Now, if you want to support the channel and help us out, feel free to click that thumbs up button and subscribe for more content. Of course, if you want to follow us and interact with us, you can do so on Twitter, Facebook, and a bunch of other sites, which I'll put down below. Thank you so much. My name is Sergio AM, and I'll see you guys for the next box.